Yes, indeed. What's up, people? Okay, let's get this over here. Thursday. Got a good one for y'all today. Early morning wake ups are the answer. As you guys are rolling up, let me know how your day is going in the freaking chat box, man. It's going to be a good one. What's up? What's up, people? What's going on? Here we go. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Happy freaking Thursday. Hope you guys are having the best day of your entire lives. Coming at you guys with another live podcast recording. Casey, what's going on? I hope I'm saying that name right. But today's episode going to be talking about early morning wake ups, why it is something that you guys need to be doing. Look at this. 70 mother truckers on TikTok. Sophia, what's going on? Thank you guys for tuning in. Stone, Texas Mama, what's up? What's going on? I love it. Nino, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys are having the best day ever. Jessica, what is going on? 100 people on TikTok. Yo, let's go. All right, cool. We'll jump right into today's episode then. We got 100 people here. Super excited. Love it. So what I'm going to be doing for you guys is recording a live podcast episode. Okay, so if I'm not engaging with you, that's why. Zac Efron, I love your movies, bro. I've never got, actually, do I look like Zac Efron? I don't know. I mean, I have a mullet, so I doubt it, but whatever. So I'm going to count down from 3, and then I'm going to record this live podcast episode and give you guys a ton of valuable information. So without further ado, let's get right into it in 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, mother truckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your favorite coach, personal trainer, online mother trucker, Coach Out. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm talking about the early morning wake-ups and how it's going to make a drastic difference, palatable difference in your life. Getting up before the sun comes up. And I wanted to hammer this home today because transparently the last few months, I've been sleeping till like 6:30. It's kind of late for your boy. And I made the commitment to my community that I was going to start getting up again at 5:30. And I've been doing it. Holy fuck, I don't know how I could ever operate without doing that. So I want to talk about that in today's episode and how it can make a massive difference in your life, both with your mood, your confidence, your energy, and just about approaching life in a higher state of mind. And I really do think it's something that a lot of you guys need to hear, because if I've been struggling with it, I'm sure there's other people that feel the same way. And it could be that one deciding factor in your life that makes all the fucking difference. And like in the last few months, I've been sleeping in a little bit, like 6:30, sometimes even 7. God, it needs to be like 5:30 in the morning, the latest, like getting up and getting your shit done just allows you to like approach your day from a different frame of mind and like setting the tone for your day, like with a workout, like a morning workout early on, dude, it's just like the best thing ever. Like if you could walk out of the gym, like just when the sun's coming up and just as other people are waking up, then it's like you have that slight edge above other people. And that is what creates the separation over time. Like that's the whole like Kobe effect, right? Is like the guy was getting up every day at like 4 a.m. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that documentary on Netflix a while back about the Team USA basketball team, but in that documentary was talking about there was one night in particular where like the whole team went out to the club. And they stayed out till like 3-4 a.m. and they got back to the hotel, and Kobe was in his gear heading to the gym at 4 a.m. like with his gloves, a sweatsuit, and they're all coming back from the club at the same time. And like that really stuck with me, because I was like, yo, this guy every single day without fault is sacrificing all of these things and having the discipline to get up early at a ridiculous time and put the work in, so much so that compounding effort over and over again sets him years apart. Like if you think about that every single day, if you're able to give yourself an additional 2-3 hours, 5-6 days a week above your competition, you look back a couple of years from now, you're going to be light years ahead. And it's something that I've almost been neglecting in the back of my mind recently for the last few months, because in my head, I'm like, oh, well, if I sleep more, then I'm going to have more energy to do the things that I need to do. But sometimes as a byproduct of that happening, you wake up a little later than you should, and then you fall into that reactive state. And that's what I wanted to hammer home in today's episode, because if you're constantly hitting snooze and putting yourself on the back burner, then what you're going to be doing is approaching your day, rushing around, stressing. Like I think we could all relate to that a little bit, right? Like you hit snooze, you sleep that extra like 5-10 minutes, maybe a half hour feels really good, but then your whole day, you're just like frantically going about your day, and it just doesn't make sense, right? So like give yourself that time in the morning. Like for me, I'm very strategic with my morning routine, even if it's just 20, 30 minutes just to like meditate and be still and read and pray, just like little things that I've picked up over time that really just helps put me in a good state of mind before I go and attack my day. And I really do think it can make such a massive difference in your life, because who wants to be constantly stressed all the time? Not me, neither do you, but we continuously fall into these habits of hitting snooze, right? And then sleeping for that extra 20, 30 minutes, and it just keeps compounding. And that's something that I really like to challenge my clients too. We talk about this a lot inside of our community, is that nighttime routine. We get fixated on waking up when the alarm hits, right? But like, what do we do to set ourselves up the night before to get into a good sleeping pattern? So I wanted to cover that in today's episode and give you guys some actionable feedback, right? Because don't we do that? We get very fixated on like, yo, my alarm is going off at this time. I need to get the frick up. But what do you do the night prior to get yourself into a good sleeping pattern? Right. So if you want to max out your life, nail your fitness goals, just stay in a positive state continuously, then you have to get up early, and that starts the night before. So for me, maybe I'll take a bath. Yes, I'm a dude that takes baths. You guys can laugh at it, but like it helps me fall asleep. So like take a bath, light a candle, read a book, kill your lights, order some blue light glasses. That's what I'm wearing right now for those who are on the live stream. Blue light glasses. I'm very diligent with the boundaries that I have. Like you will not really catch me on my phone past like 8:30. And it's down. I'm in bed. That's it. You're not getting to me. I light my candle. I take my bath. I put my podcast on my sleep timer. You're not going to touch me, because like I know I need to get the 7-8 hours to be a human being, and I want to get up strategically at that time, and that's what it takes. What do you guys think of that? Let me know. Drop some fire in the comments if you're with me and getting value so far. You notice that my energy is different today. Why is my energy different today? Because I've been getting up earlier and hammering my shit. And it's not like this drastic thing. It was just like an additional hour, right? You could literally feel the difference in my voice as I'm speaking right now. It's not a drastic thing. Like I said, it was just an hour of a difference. So if you're looking to absolutely make the most out of your life, because like think of the analogy of like a lemon or like a lime, an orange, and you want to squeeze every last drop of it. If you want to squeeze every ounce out of your life, then it needs to be from that place of operation. Does that make sense? Let me know, because I want you guys, everyone listening to this message, like this is applicable for all you guys. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, or what you do. This is something that you can implement into your life today. Nothing is stopping you from doing that. And you could feel this energy shift. Why? Because I'm in a positive state. Why am I in a positive state? Because I got a good night of sleep. And the first thing I did when I woke up was to do my morning routine and then hit the gym. Like, yo, I trained for a solid 2 hours today. I got an hour of steps. I touched base with my team. I'm serving my clients. Like, I feel fucking good. And it's 12 in the afternoon. I'm sitting here recording this podcast with you guys, having a good time, chopping it up, because I'm able to do the shit I'm supposed to do first thing in the morning. Swallow the frog. That's something that my coach talks about a lot. You're probably thinking, yo, what is this guy talking about? Swallow the frog. Swallow the frog means do your most important task first thing in the day. Why? Because you have the most amount of energy. And then when it's done, you're not exerting the mental bandwidth that it takes to talk about that shit, or do it, I should say. And that's exhausting. It's funny because sometimes the thought of working out can almost be more exhausting than the workout session itself. So it's like, just get up, swallow the frog, and get it over with. And again, going back to the point of like that nighttime routine, like whatever it works for you, right? Like it could look different for everybody, and that's okay. It's not to like have me forcing this agenda on you of like, yo, you need to take this bath and light this candle. It's like, yo, what works for Mary Madison, right? What works for Casey? What works for Kristen? And then do more of that. Do more of that, because if you're able to continuously get in a good sleeping pattern, you're able to wake up early, attack your day, set the intention, and over time, that compounding effort is going to literally change your fucking life. Just like Kobe. There's a reason these successful people get up early and work out and eat good food. It's not a coincidence. And I'm telling you from like this place of positivity and energy today, like if you're someone who constantly listens to this podcast, then you could probably feel a tremendous difference in my voice today, as opposed to maybe the last 3 episodes that I recorded. And like, I really wasn't paying attention to it because I didn't think anything of it. And that's the problem that probably a lot of you guys are falling into right now, is that it just becomes habitual and you just surrender to the way that, okay, this is the way it is. And all it takes sometimes is a conversation to become self-aware, and the fact that like, hey, I can change this right now if I fucking want to. No one's really stopped me from getting up early. And like I said earlier, that feeling of getting out of bed before the sun comes up and like doing something hard first thing and waking up getting a good sweat, moving your body, and choosing better food just allows you to live a higher quality of life. And I truly believe that everybody not only deserves that, but you're also capable of doing the same thing as well. So, guys, to recap this episode, early morning wake ups are everything. That Kobe effect. The guy was up at 4 a.m. every day. Was it a coincidence that he's arguably one of the best basketball players of all time? I don't think so. Just giving yourself more time to be free and enjoy your life. You know, like we have a tendency to like work ourselves into the ground. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, I'm too busy. I don't have the time. In reality, you just suck at time management. You know, in reality, you're just very good at doing nothing and saying you're busy, but probably just scrolling on TikTok. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, maybe I'll call you out and that's frustrating to hear. But at the end of the day, like we all have the same 24 hours. So like the whole excuse or concept of like, I don't have the time, I see right through it because we all have the same amount of time in the day. It comes down to how you're spending that. So if you're frustrated with where you're at right now, like take an honest look at your habits. You know, like how is your sleep? What time do you wake up? How much time do you spend doing those tasks? You know, like excuse me. Because like that's something that really helped me was just like being very intentional, setting timers and actually looking at the time I'm spending, because this is something that I always like to talk about as well. If you let something take 4 or 5 hours, it's going to take the 4 or 5 hours. But if you only give yourself the 2-3 hours that you need, then that's what it's going to take. And then you have that effect just compounding over and over again. And it just really allows you to approach your life different. So that's really all I had for you guys today. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to listen to me and speak into this microphone. Thank you. Hope you guys have the best day of your entire life. Now, make sure to take something from this episode and do something about it. Because if you come on here and like you just listen, it doesn't really do anything. The cure-all is always action. Tony Robbins says that all the time. Massive action is the cure-all. So make sure you take this information, do something with it. Get up early tomorrow, have some fun, have the best day ever. Talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, and protein. Let's freaking get it. Wow, that was probably the best podcast episode to date. You guys know the fucking vibe. Sarah, what's good? Yej Canopy, thank you for tuning in. Casey, I appreciate your time. Thank you. Kristen, thank you for tuning in. That was fucking lit. Mary Madison, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Zach, what is good, brother? We just wrapped up another live podcast episode. I fucking love doing this, honestly. I really do. It's so comical to me, and I'm going to rant here for a second before we wrap this up. My fresh cut, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. The mold's back. The mold's fucking back. Majority of my life, my biggest fear was public speaking, and now it's something that I do every single day, and I genuinely look forward to it. And the reason I look forward to it is because I've just practiced it over time. So regardless of whatever you're struggling with right now, I want you to know that your identity is not, hear me clearly when I say it, not set in stone. You're capable of changing your life. For anybody who's known me a couple of years ago, I was a binge drinker, smoker, did a bunch of drugs, stayed out late, partying all the time. You know, like it just, I've made a tremendous shift, pivot, I guess you could say. And I'm just really blessed and thankful to be where I'm at today. And my goal every single day with the information that I provide to you guys is to help you do the same thing. If you're a client of mine and you've been with me for a bit, you know that I'm not special. I like to say that. Like, yeah, like I feel confident in my abilities, but it's not me like boasting about what I'm doing. It's being like, hey, this is what I've struggled with. And this is how you could do the same thing that I've done. You know, I went from being someone who was 60 pounds overweight to placing top 5 at a national bodybuilding show as a natural athlete against really stacked competition. So the purpose that I was trying to hammer home today with this episode is to show you that you are more than capable of achieving all the things you fucking want. Realistically, it just comes down to being self-aware, continuously auditing your habits. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Have the best day ever. I need to go hammer out my presentation for tonight's team Zoom. Sarah, I'll see you there. Mary Madison, I'll see you there as well. 6 p.m. we have our team Zoom call for our community. I'm fucking stoked. I can't wait. So I'm out. Have a good one. Peace. Have the best day. Y'all. See y'all soon.